So I'm Kathryn Scoggins from Madison, Mississippi. I'm a senior nursing major and I don't have a minor. I never imagined I'd ever be president of my sorority, so that was a really big accomplishment, but also a very unexpected one because that's not something that I ever planned to do. Probably trying to figure out how to lead a house of 450 women who are all like so incredibly impressive. Like even in my pledge class alone, we've got like the president of SGA, we've got the president of the 31, we've got girls who are on Panhellenic Executive Council. So it's leading a bunch of leaders was a big responsibility and kind of challenge for me because I'm like, these girls know what they're doing and I don't. But it's my responsibility to like lead them and represent them, even though all 450 girls, like we're all different in beautiful ways. So with Capstone, I get to give tours, not every day, but I mean most days, to prospective students and families, which is so cool because again, similar to like running home on bid day with y'all, I get to help these like students figure out, is Alabama their place or are they more at home somewhere else? And so another big responsibility, but it's really great. So I'll give tours of campus, whether it's a private tour one-on-one with a student and their family, or if it's like an admissions tour with a bunch of students and families on a big bus that just kind of goes around campus. And then we work with the President's Cabinet, so with all the trustees and alumni, the big donors for the university, we get to help kind of entertain them. So getting to, you know, work the mansion and the President's tailgate on Saturday afternoons or mornings if it's an early game, which thankfully we haven't had too many of. Just kind of getting to welcome guests to the university, whether they're alumni, whether they're visiting for the first time, and show them our home away from home. It's really, really cool. So with me, I've always, like growing up at home, I've always had a really close-knit, like faith-based community. And so that's something that I really wanted here at Alabama. My biggest ministry calling is always with younger girls and younger women. And so I didn't get to do Young Life in high school, but it's something that I was really interested in. And one of my like closest friends, who was my roommate last year, Katie, when I was a freshman, she was a Young Life leader. So she was like, Kathryn, I really think you would love this ministry. Like, please just come to Quest, see what you think, which is like our training program, I guess you would say, for Young Life. And so I was like, okay, I'll try it out and see. And so ironically enough, I told myself, I was like, well, if I don't get Capstone this year, I'll definitely do Young Life. And sure enough, freshman year, I was not accepted for Capstone Men and Women. And so I was like, you know what? Let's do Young Life. It's a sign, like I need to do this. This is where I need to be. Young Life has been probably my biggest accomplishment, like breaking in and really getting to know those girls because they scared me at first. Like growing up in a college town is so totally different from growing up in Mississippi, in the community that I grew up in. And so that's been a big accomplishment in getting to like break through. Now I have like 10 little sisters that I really never had, which is awesome. And so I was placed at Tuscaloosa Academy and I now have senior girls. So it's been really, really cool because I'm like my sophomore year, I was walking hand in hand with them. Their sophomore year of high school, and same with junior year and now senior year. So we're all getting ready to graduate at the same time, but start totally different chapters of life, but it's really, really cool. I think with Alabama, so growing up, all of my friends, senior year, split between Mississippi State and Ole Miss. And so I was like, you know what, I really kind of want to try something different. Alabama was my fallback school, shocker. And so I came here and I was like, I really just kind of want to find a home. Like I know who I am in terms of who everybody always expected me to be, because Madison's a super close-knit community, and so everybody knows, like, they knew Kathryn Scoggins, the dance team girl, the girl that was on SGA. They knew all the things I did, and I was expected to do those things and be in leadership roles, but I didn't really know what that meant in terms of who I really am. But yeah, it's really helped me to be more well-rounded and to have a bigger worldview on things because we have such a large out-of-state student population and in-state too. Like Mississippi's right next door to Alabama, but it's vastly different when it comes to like campus culture and just culture in general, which has been really cool. And so I've gotten to meet people from all over the country. Like my best friends are from Texas and California and Illinois and Alabama and Florida and Georgia and Louisiana and all these places that are so, so different. And whether we're going on hometown dates to see where they grew up and how that's impacted their lives and who they are today, or whether it's like talking to people on tours or my Young Life girls, I've come to see, in a weird sense, how small my life is and how small my footprint is on this earth. And so it's been really cool to really kind of dive into that and see like there's so much more to life and so much more that life has to offer than Madison, Mississippi, or Cuyahoga, or Tuscaloosa Academy or the nursing school. And so kind of getting to be in all the different like fields and all the different realms of our campus community has been really, really cool, because I've come to see how it all plays together and how it all works together. And at that same time, like how small of an impact, but how much of an impact it can make on people.
I love y'all.